See, compelling hook. They fired me for not hitting an impossible goal and smiled while doing it. But what they didn't know was that I had the ultimate revenge already in motion. It involved a fake contact list, a six-figure production deal, and the kind of karma that burns hotter than any pink slip. Intro call to action. If you've ever been underestimated, manipulated, or punished for someone else's bad decisions, hit that like button, subscribe, and buckle in. Because today's story isn't just about getting fired, it's about flipping the script so hard even my enemies lost their jobs. Full narrative expansion. Part 1. The Illusion of Opportunity. In the early 2010s, I landed what seemed like a dream gig, content creator for a mid-sized university trying to establish its brand on YouTube. It wasn't glamorous. The pay was modest, just $2,200 a month. But back then, not many people knew how to create engaging video content, so it felt like I had real value. On my second day, my manager dropped the bombshell. My KPI was to produce 85 videos in a year. Not just simple talking heads either. We're talking scripted, shot, edited, with music and effects. Oh, and I had to do everything myself. Scripting, producing, casting, filming, editing, even composing music because they wouldn't pay for royalty-free tracks. Their gear? Ancient. Their computers? Barely ran 720p. I had to use my own. When I raised concerns, my manager smiled that practiced corporate smile and said, "Don't worry, just focus on quality. We won't obsess over quantity." I wanted to believe her. I needed to believe her. Part 2. From encouragement to sabotage. For the first month, she was all praise and positivity. Then something shifted. It happened after she found out I smoked. She didn't say anything at first. But a coworker gave me a look and said, "Oh no. She hates smokers. You might want to lay low." From that day, it began. Nitpicks. Constant passive-aggressive remarks. "You smell like cigarettes. You were 7 minutes late. Why can't we reach you during your break time?" Never mind the 60-plus hours I was putting in every week, or the 6-day work weeks, or the fact that I was churning out high-quality videos that were actually driving views. But I kept my head down. I told myself, just finish the year. Build your portfolio. Prove your worth. Part 3. The Guillotine Falls. 5 months in, I got called into the director's office. My stomach dropped the moment I saw my manager there with her fake disappointed face. The director said, "You've only completed 30 videos. That's less than half your KPI." I tried to explain, "I'm doing the job of an entire production house solo." I reminded them about the quality over quantity conversation. I told them the YouTube page had never seen better engagement. The director cut me off. "This isn't about views. It's about KPIs." Then my manager smirked and said, "Don't worry. We'll hire a professional production house to fin." Never mind the 60-plus hours I was putting in every week, or the 6-day work weeks, or the fact that I was churning out high-quality videos that were actually driving views. But I kept my head down. I told myself, just finish the year. Build your portfolio. Prove your worth. The Guillotine Falls. 5 months in, I got called into the director's office. My stomach dropped the moment I saw my manager there with her fake disappointed face. The director said, "You've only completed 30 videos. That's less than half your KPI." I tried to explain, "I'm doing the job of an entire production house solo." I reminded them about the quality over quantity conversation. I told them the YouTube page had never seen better engagement. The director cut me off. "This isn't about views. It's about KPIs." Then my manager smirked and said, "Don't worry, we'll hire a professional production house to finish the job." That's when the light bulb went off. The Trojan horse. You see, as the university's content creator, I had built and maintained the internal contact list of video production houses. My manager had no idea how to find or work with one herself. So I went in and changed all the contact numbers and emails except one. The one that belonged to my friend, a junior director. I called him immediately. I laid out my plan. His production house would pitch for the project. I'd coach them on exactly what to say. In return, I'd get a 15% finder's fee. He was in. His general manager was in. And 2 days later, they were sitting across from my former boss and the director, impressing the hell out of them with an eerily perfect understanding of the university's content needs. Because of course they were. I was the one who built the content strategy. Sweet, expensive justice. They got the contract. What the university didn't realize was that professional production isn't cheap. Each video cost 2 to 3 times my monthly salary. But with a full team, producers, editors, sound techs, assistants, they could crank out a video every 2 to 3 days. In 4 months, they delivered 50 videos. The project was done. My friend got promoted to full director. I got a 15% cut, the equivalent of 15 months of my old salary. With that money, I paid for an overseas film program and treated myself to a holiday in Bali. And I thought that was it. Story closed. I was wrong. Climactic revenge payoff. While sipping a drink by the beach, I got a call from the same colleague who had warned me about my manager. She was laughing. Your old boss just got fired. Turns out, the university had only allocated a modest budget for the video campaign, about 1.5x my annual salary. But my ex-manager had panicked and greenlit spending that was 10 times the original budget without proper approval. The chancellor lost it. The manager was fired. The director was humiliated. And all to complete a project she sabotaged from the beginning. I didn't lift a finger. Just one clever contact switch. One well-timed call. Reflective wrap-up. When people are toxic, they think they can control the narrative. That they can bury you quietly. But when you've done nothing wrong and they push you to the edge, the best revenge is letting them fall into their own trap. I didn't scream. I didn't fight. I just built a better story. If that revenge hit the sweet spot, smash that like button and subscribe for more real stories of poetic justice. And tell me in the comments, have you ever been unfairly fired or sabotaged? How did you bounce back? Maybe your story will be the next one we bring to life.